nothing's happened on it for ages. Play the game. My own sound, not too loud though. I need to sound for New Vegas because Fallout needs a sound. Fallout's one of the best things ever. So let's wait for this thing to load. This is going to be a more personal video than anything because I'm checking my phone and stuff, and I got messages to send, hopefully messages to receive and whatnot. And it is only 10 to 9, but I was woken up prematurely by a pussy cat. So there we go. Okay, so first off, I'll start with Fallout New Vegas. It's not going to be happening again on my channel. It's not going to be coming back. I just been replaying it myself, and I want to get the achievements and stuff because I like the trophies and stuff, and I like it when he jumps over rocks. Yeah, I like getting achievements and things. So, and I love Fallout New Vegas. It's super good. I love Fallout. But as I said, it's not coming back because I used to do Fallout videos. I think I did about 4. Really early on when I started my channel. Yeah, I made about 4 since great. I made about 4 30-minute long episodes, which unsurprisingly weren't that popular, and they were just really quite boring to edit. I think a lot of it was down to me being a young YouTuber cub, and I wasn't that good. I'm still not saying I'm not great now, but I'm a lot better now than I used to be. What's this? I think it's the coyotes. It is. Oh, it's the den. Shut up, coyote. Oh god, that didn't work. I'll shoot him in the bum. Shoot him in the bum! Bugger, he's been. So yeah, I used to do videos on this, because it is one of my favourite games ever. So choose Fallout 3. I probably stated in the videos that Fallout 3, I prefer this to Fallout 3, and after playing, I've played through more or less the entirety of Fallout 3 again recently, and yeah, Fallout 3 is way better than New Vegas. Although, as silly as it sounds, New Vegas plays better than Fallout 3. There are slight improvements, even though it has got a stupid amount of glitches and stuff. But so too is Fallout 3. I mean, they're both the same. Yeah, they both pretty much are the same game, which is where a lot of people were kind of miffed when New Vegas came out. But I love the setting in New Vegas. That's why I always preferred it. But after playing through Fallout 3 again, I probably would have to admit Fallout 3 is way better. Because it's just... in New Vegas, there's just emptiness everywhere. You know, when you look at the map, you know, that's the world map, that's as far as I can zoom out, but you've got all these empty spaces. I mean, you've got the thing you place Jacobstown there, that's it. And there's just emptiness here. And there are little bits, like there's an NCR outpost and things around here. But I mean, look at one little thing there. Those are things that I've been told and I need to discover. And you've got the Nellis Air Force Base there, which is just one big emptiness, you know. There's the Hoover Dam down here. Oh, there's the Hoover Dam. It's just really empty. And when you compare it to Fallout 3, Fallout 3 is just endless. There's just nothing but places to visit, people to see, Jews to murder and things like that. It's just, you know, it probably just is way better in the long run. But yeah, it won't be. Yeah, you didn't see me, did you? You proper saw me. Bam! Did you see that bullet? Bam! Oop. What about this one? I can make it slow motion. Oh God, bums. I'm playing it on the hardcore mode as well. For anyone, bums. If anyone who knows Fallout New Vegas, there is a hardcore mode that you can play, which measures your water intake, food intake, and your sleep deprivations, which you need to keep an eye on. There's also something to do with fast travel, I think, but that'll really, doing fast travel will really mess with your stats, your water and your food and that, so you have to really be careful. Especially when it comes to the distance you fast travel. So if you're fast traveling from the very top of New Vegas to the bottom, it would really kill your food, your water and stuff. But I mean, with the Ultimate Edition, which this is, oh no, recharge your phone. Oh, good. Yeah, with it being able to, you get extra stuff. So there's like a Vault 13 canteen that I've got, which you just sit from time to time. You don't actually do anything with it. You can't choose to do that with it. It's just you just take it, and as far as I know, it does do a bit to your water stat, which will help a lot. Because I've played through this once on hardcore on the PC, and this is the PlayStation 3, so I need to play it on the PlayStation 3 and get the achievement, because this is where the achievements link comes in that I was talking about before, so, what a crap. So, yeah, on there's stuff like bullets and stuff which didn't weigh you down in the main game, now have a weight, so you've got to watch out when it comes to holding bullets and stuff, so, because I mean, I used to just take all the bullets, and then I'd only have certain guns, and then I would sell the bullets for the guns I don't use, and then you make a lot of money, and then, yeah, can't really do that in this now, because I gotta, what's the amount, where am I now, 125 or 200 weight in grams, a few guns, I've just got what I'm wearing in my Desperado cowboy hat that I wanted my lady to wear, ammo, so it's like, my 20 gauge weighs me down by 3 kilograms? I don't know, but, I've got 40 more grenades, which I was supposed to sell before, and I forgot to, because that came as part of some mercenary pack or something, which I do tend to just sell straight off, because it's like a massive cheat at the start, the amount of stuff they give you, and I'd rather just give you the option of, do you actually want these things? It's not like I take, I've got my sound like really low, like my pretty lady. Yeah, I've got my sound really low so I can do this talky thing, and you guys don't hear my game. And as far as I know, you don't hear my game. I'm just better check. Oh, that's me talking. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I've just started New Vegas hardcore mode with my pretty lady and her cowboy hat, and yeah, this is what it's doing hardcore mode. So anyone who's not seen the game before, with help if anyone was watching this live stream, but hey ho, if anyone who's not seen the game before, you've not really missed anything. You just missed the one big tutorial mission where you save Good Springs, or you can choose to save Good Springs, which I did because I have a heroic lady. Look how heroic she is. Yeah, now we're going out off into the big wide world to find the people that shot us in the face, because they're lovely people in New Vegas. And it turns out it's Chandler Bing that shot us in the face. And we're heading over there where the roller coaster is. Going to see it? Can you see? Yes, of course you can. But I need to discover some places. There is the Jean skydiving or something. Jean-Paul skydiving thing. I need to go and see him. And there's also powder gangers, which I need to take out. I could explode them. I think I've already got them, yeah. Should be this. Dynamite! Let's have fun with explosives. In case anyone's interested, before I start killing people. Those are my special stats, so my perception is super awesome. My lady just sees everything, but I need the bonus for the explosives and the energy weapons, because those are what I like using in Fallout 3, and I never used them before, and I never used them the last time I played New Vegas, so all the achievements and the trophies I got were not related to energy and explosives, so I need to get those ones this time around, so that's what I'm doing, as well as the hardcore thing. Endurance is average, charisma I've put down, so I could add more to perception and intelligence. Intelligence is good for repair. I like repairing stuff on this. Repairing's like the best thing ever. And for each level you rank up, of which I'm 3 so far, you get more skill points to spend. Agility is your movement, and then your action points and bats. And luck's just luck, I guess. Strength 5. I usually put strength up quite a bit for the weight and stuff, and I used to use a lot of melee weapons. I don't really use them anymore, but I can adapt. Like Charles Darwin said, survival of the fittest, and those are my skills. But I usually put up a bit more, but I've ended up putting energy weapons and explosives up. Lockpick, I always tended to do, but I need to focus on science, I think, as far as I know. I know I have to on Fallout 3, I still have to on Fallout 3. Guns I'll always put up, medicine needs to go up. Especially in hardcore mode. I recommend anyone in hardcore mode to do medicine, because you will definitely need to make some doctor's bags, which you couldn't make in Fallout 3, which repair all your broken limbs, which stim packs don't do anymore, I don't think they do it, and they don't instantly heal you. You've got to let them heal you over time like food does. In New Vegas anyway, they heal you straight away in Fallout 3, but New Vegas you've got to, even stim packs, you've got to let them do their job over time, so it's there's a bit more strategy involved in this. Sneak is sneak. Speech, I'll always tend to put speech up, but not this time, again, to focus on other stuff. And then unarmed, I focused on unarmed once, the last time I had New Vegas, because I sold it and ended up buying the Ultimate Edition. So when I had the original version, I used a lot of unarmed, and I don't know why. I must have just been stupid. Look, I'm idolized in Good Springs for being all heroics, but I'm vilified by the Powder Gangers because I beat them in the face. It's what they deserved. But yeah, I do kind of know this game inside out, so I know where a lot of the enemies are going to spawn and stuff. And it's supposed to be down here. I don't know why they're not here. They're supposed to be. That's fine. I'll just put my dynamite down and we'll just go and see Jean skydiving. And then we'll have a sip of my tea. Yeah, as far as I know, this isn't going to go on my YouTube account. It's supposed to actually notify when I'm live on YouTube, so I don't know whether it does. But it is a female Spider-Man movie. There's supposed to be something that says, "Hey, this chap's live. Go watch him." But I haven't really done anything on YouTube for ages, and that's partly why I'm doing this live stream, so I can update y'all. Well, I was supposed to say anyway, and if it's not, and poo. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of more Fallout things to say before I start going on about the boring stuff about my YouTube channel. Well, it's not boring stuff, it's just annoying stuff. I never know what ham radios do. Key. Oh, see. I think they're for silenced pistols. I don't need them. I need them. pocket box, boxing tape. I don't use none. Cleveland, yeah, this is a silent pistol. No, I tried using that in Fallout 3, my current playthrough, and it's just, even when you get critical hit, it doesn't do anything. It's just so weak. Oh my god. Oh, I was supposed to use that shovel at the top for the digging of the bodies. That's fine. I could just fast travel. Yeah, fast travel. I got the shovel to dig graves, because I want it to be like Jimmy Savile. But, yeah, I ended up forgetting about it. It didn't really matter. And yeah, look, my thing's died. So, I need to fast travel all the way up to Good Springs. Oh, the cemetery. That's even better. Didn't realize the cemetery was a separate location. Wow, there's a huge lane switch. I'm really sorry if my videos are like super bad as well, because my internet's awful, but as it is, this is the only way I can put a video out, unfortunately. So I may as well get to it now. I haven't put anything up on... Nobody? No. I haven't put anything up on... Oh, for God's sake. On YouTube for 3 weeks, which I'm not happy with. But my laptop just decided to die one day. Yeah, my laptop just decided to die one day. I turned it off one night, I turned it back on the next, and then it was like, no, I am not turning it back on for you, no matter what. And as far as we know, the motherboard or something has died. I'm not a computer guy, I don't know which, that's what Nicholas said. Hey buddy. 2 XP! Yeah, that's what Nick said, so I believe him when he says something like that. But yeah, it just doesn't want to turn back on. I think I've dug up all the graves. Yep. Just a silence pistol. Yeah. There we go, that's that. I'll just fast travel back to Jean Scadavine. Yeah, I have my big computer, but I can't seem to get Adobe running on it, Premiere Pro. That's the only video editing software I know how to use. I got a trial of Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas. And I just couldn't use it. For the love of God, I could not use it. So I really need Adobe. And I had it on my laptop, and I had all my stuff on, not on the laptop, thankfully. All my stuff is on a hard drive, and anything I record that goes onto my big computer goes onto a hard drive, and the hard drive goes to my laptop, and then I make it the videos. And as it is, I cannot make it the videos. There is a powder guy. So yeah, they're all there ready to be made. Just I haven't got the software for it at the moment. 0%.
Hello there.
Hello. So yeah, I'm just kind of hoping to maybe get it fixed, or I was about a month before it decided to die. I was gonna... Let's just turn it off, shouldn't I, and just check back after. Why are you following me, strange man? Let me just do this and then I'll keep talking about that stupid thing.
You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you got in your hands on.
This is getting creepy. I'm leaving and don't follow me. Why didn't you say anything then and there?
I have to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that shoot a man as soon as possible.
I would do such a thing. You just want to rape my pretty body, don't you?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war.
It's so fabulous. It's like Tyra Banks when it gets going.
They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
We're gonna find more of these cats. So you collect these cats too. What kind of treasure are we talking about? So you collect these cats too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago.
Lies and slander. I know his game.
I tell you,
He wants to steal my star cats to add to his collection and rape my poor little body.
but they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those cats.
Thanks for the info, but I'll be going now.
No problem. You do end up trying to collect more stars. Watch out for a man.
I've never met Alan Marks, I don't
Killed
think.
several people for their stars already.
I want your stars, by the way, so... Unless I can pickpocket. Ha! Yes! Good day to you, sir. Yeah, I normally just kill him, but I also need an achievement for pickpocketing, because I've never been one for pickpocketing, so... We're off and running! Let's get this guy. Hut! 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 18%, I'll throw 2. Ha! Oh, there's 2 of them! Suck on this! Boom! Yeah. I get them both. I did. That's how I roll. I love this game. So where was I? Talking about YouTube. So as I can't put more videos up. Yeah, I can't put more videos up, so this is the best. What was that? Losing karma. The naughty people. Yeah, so this is the only way I can really get around to talking to you lovely people. And I don't know if I can actually get this up on YouTube. I probably should have actually just been recording with game capture as well as live streaming, but this is like a channel update, so I don't really want to put a channel update on my channel and say, oh, I can't be putting videos up on my channel, and then put a video up. It just seems silly. But, you know, worst comes to worst, I'll just try and sell my body or something and get some money for a new laptop. I'll try and get I'll try and sort my laptop out. I'll try and get Adobe or something to work on a big computer. I'll find out what the dealio is. I'm off all day today. Woohoo! Thank God. I'm fed up with that job of mine. But you don't want to hear my problems. At the moment I'm playing Fallout New Vegas and I'm a happy boy. Until I turn it off and then I go back to reality. But that's basically the deal. I can't, as it is, I can't put videos up. And I've got loads of stuff, you know, me and Nick have done more GTA. We did a bit of Left 4 Dead, which is really funny. We did like a Halo alien. I need to go up there. There's like a little caravan up there. I need to go see. Yeah, a Halo/Alien sort of thing. We were dressed as the Master Chiefs, or the Mr. Chiefs, as I like to call them now, because it's quite funny. We were dressed as the Chiefs, and yeah, we were fighting. We changed all the zombies to aliens. It's really good. But if you've not seen our first Left 4 Dead video, I do recommend you go check it out because it's really funny. We just modded the hell out of it. We changed everything. We changed all the zombies to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters and stuff. It's really funny, you know. I don't like to say our own stuff's funny, but there's times when it is really funny. Oh, there's that poor man again. I think I need to get a shotgun out or something for these critters. Steady caravan shot does the same damage. Weighs less. Give me the horse nettle. Here we go, geckos. Excuse me, geckos all over the place. So. Yeah, I don't really know what more I can say about the YouTube channel. I just wanted to sort of get it out there, even though I've got no one watching this live stream. There's supposed to be a way where it saves into the archives, so if it does save into the archives, I'll put it up on YouTube. Bam! Oh, you're supposed to keep running, you Jew. Bam! Oh, hello. You mad, bro? But what I was considering, I wasn't actually going to play Fallout. I was going to do Resident Evil 4, because that's another thing I need to talk about. That's what it is. Resident Evil 4. Right. Down in the bowels of Bolt Plays' YouTube channel. I've been playing through all the Resident Evil games. I did Resident Evil 1. I didn't actually plan on playing through all the games. I just played Resident Evil 1 because when I got the director's cut for this PlayStation 3, or I did it on the emulator. That's probably the emulator because I died quite a few times. Because it was, hello. Oh, Robert, Snapchatting me. So I told you it's a more personal video. I just texted him though. Hold on. Let me get back to you. Momentito, I shall BRB. Yeah, I started playing Resident Evil 1, and when I was a kid, Resident Evil was like my favourite franchise ever, of all time, ever. And that was largely down to the fact that my father, who, though not the biggest fan of video games, he did like to play the odd game, and anything that was quite, why is it caution? Anything that was quite popular, or that was hyped up back then, he got. But you're talking, you know, was it 96 Resident Evil came out? So I'd have been 5. My dad would have been older than 5. But there was no internet or anything, so you couldn't see any reviews, or all you got were magazines, and you know, that was about it. And Resident Evil was like the hyped up game then, so my father got it, he played it. I'm just getting stuff here that I think I need to get to make Eddie, my little companion friend. Yeah, there's a star caption there. There you go, take a trusty sip first, 13 cans. Yeah, that's what got me into Resident Evil. My dad actually decided to buy other games that aren't FIFA or, you know, racing games, because those are all my dad really plays, and he still plays now, bless him. Lives on him. FIFA, Jesus Christ, I can't be doing with FIFA. I'd rather just play football. I love football, I love playing it, but I'd rather actually play it than play a video game. Hey, I heard him! Stuck on that, gecko. Ha! He's supposed to be running towards her. So yeah, that's what got me into Resident Evil, and we had the original version. I'm trying to caravan shotgun. We had the original version, so you just got the main game, that was it. Chris and Jill. Chris hard, Jill easy. And when I was a kid, I just never played as Chris. I remember we did it once because he was like the guy. Me and my cousin, because my cousin used to play all the time. So that was that. And when I got the emulator with the director's cut version, which I'd never played before until last year or the year before, whatever it was, it had something called the arrange mode, and I was rather intrigued. And what it did, which was quite good, was This is awful gun, this, for aiming down the sight. I mean, how can you tell what you're aiming at? Bam! Oh god, yeah, he's just gone to his bros, hasn't he? Get over here. Get over here. Eat this. Look how happy he is. So yeah, it's the first time I played a range mode, and that's why I wanted to make a video on it. It was like, ooh, what is this? And what range mode was, if you haven't seen my videos, which you probably haven't, because no one's actually watching this video, is it changes. It's still the same game. You still get the same ending, I believe. Yeah, because I remember the Suck on This Jew ending, which is quite funny. Where's he going? It just moves everything around, so it changes up all the puzzles and stuff. So it's... My weapon's in pocket. Oh, thank you, Captain Obvious. Still does the job, though. So it was nice for me, because I knew... I knew the original Resident Evil like the back of my hand. I know the back of my hand pretty well. And, yeah, I played Resident Evil a lot when I was a kid. Which kind of surprised me in a way, because I hated horror stuff when I was a kid. Whenever I was a wee nipper, me and my cousin would always spend the weekends together, and it would be either, okay, yeah, that tumbleweed's proper stuck. There we go. I can use this part to talk a bit now. Me and my cousin used to spend a lot together over the weekend, and we'd go to either my nan's house to stay, or his dad's house, my uncle's house. We'd always play the most randomest games for the PlayStation 1 at my uncle's house. That was sort of our console when we were a kid. When we were kids. It was the one I had, he had. He'd always take it to my uncle's, and we'd take it to my nan's house. You know, we had every sort of game imaginable. But my father knew a man who knew a man who knew cousins, friends, brothers, Italians, wives, second sisters, brothers, cat, who made illegal copies of games for us. So we'd get like a list of games that this guy could make for us, and then we would actually just say, yeah, we want that game, and then he'd come back like a week later with like a whole tower of games and stuff. So we had to chip our PlayStations as well to get these to work. And that's how I got Resident Evil 3. That's how I discovered that, because it got to a point where we never bought games. We just we were bad kids. What would power up? I had to get one Japanese 5. And what else do I need? I'll get explosive up if I forget. I'll go for the stronger ones I've got. And then I said to myself yesterday when I was playing in the morning, I'm going to get this Black Widow thing, so I do 10% damage to male opponents and unique dialogue options, because there is definitely much more guys in New Vegas than women, so I'm going to do more damage to them, and I'm quite interested to see what kind of dialogue options I get. And in case anyone's just joining, because I noticed I've got 2 people. Wow, thank you 2 people for joining. I would thank you personally on Twitch, but I've had to turn Twitch off because I think it was killing the stream. So I've just got my game capture screen up, and it says there's 2 people, so thank you very much 2 people. I love you. I apologise for if it's really boring, but this is supposed to be sort of a boring video. It's just so I can tell you what's going on my channel. And I was talking about Resident Evil, and I've completely gone off track talking about PlayStation 1 games. Hey, let me shoot you in the bum. Bam, 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 bam. Oh no! Get the captain. What gun have I got? My lazy pistol. Here we go. See, it makes a change for it to actually aim down the sights. Laser pistols don't tend to aim down the sights. Maybe because that gun runs out or something. I need to check my hardcore stuff. Yeah, I need food and water. So where was I? Resident Evil. Yeah. When I did Resident Evil 1 on arrange mode, it was just supposed to be a one-off for my channel. But I enjoyed playing. I'm sure it was the first time in a while that I'd actually played the Resident Evil game. So, Hydra restores lane condition as well. I didn't realise that. Maze. Still need something else to eat. Let me just do this. Scroll on a stick. H2O is fine, food's 0, and sleep's fine. I can sleep at the Bison Hotel, which is what I did on the PC. So yeah, I hate this. I shouldn't have played a game when I was talking about this. Yeah, Resident Evil 1. Did arrange mode, one-off video, blah 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 blah. Then it got me wanted to play Resident Evil 2. Which I did, and then that went so well. I think I finished it quite quickly. I'm sure I did it in 9 parts or something like that, which is quite amazing for me because I can take care of myself, dickhead. Yeah, Resident Evil 2. I know everyone raves about Resident Evil 2, and I do love it. You know, I'd argue the toss over Resident Evil series being the best series ever, but what's that be stealing? Ooh, drained energy cells. Because I do, when you're talking about hours I've probably spent in the game, you're talking the Resident Evil franchise probably tops anything. The only thing that's maybe come close is either Sonic the Hedgehog, the original games, or the Metal Gear franchise, which I also love, which I also started for the channel, which I'm kind of regretting, sort of, because, again, it's kind of when I did Fallout, it's very long-winded, and I needed to do more of those videos, but I can't carry on with the videos, so, for now. So, until I can do that, I need to get that out of the way, but me and Nick did 2 videos of Peace Walker, excuse me, 1 playthrough, but I made it into 2 videos, and that was just awesome. That was so funny, but that was, me and Nick had like a deal. I'd play Payday 2 if he played Peace Walker, so it was quite funny. We sort of did those at the same time. And he'd be ripping Peace Walker to shreds, saying how bad it was, and then acting like he couldn't play the game, which I think he could. He's just being Nick. And then I played Payday, and because it was my first playthrough, I just sort of like fluffed up bits of robberies and stuff on purpose, just to make the video rather humorous and whatnot. But I do really enjoy Payday. It did get to a point where I got a bit bored of it, and it's not actually the best game to play. It doesn't feel that great at times, like the melee and stuff, it's just rubbish. The guns aren't that great. Sort of like No More Room in Hell, if anyone's ever played that, it's not a good game. It just feels awful, considering it's like a Half-Life 2. It uses the Half-Life 2 engine, the Valve engine. It's really bad. But me and Nick did videos on that as well, as a joke. I wanted to play it as a joke because I played it before and Nick had never played it, and I just said to him, we should play this because it'll be funny, and it was quite funny. But Resident Evil 2, I keep doing this, Resident Evil 2. I did Resident Evil 2. Suck on this, Jew. It's hard to actually see. guys out. And I swear to God, I will keep talking about Resident Evil. Here I come. Walking down the street. Get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. They all look like alien twins. I'll get this chap. How dare you shoot a lady? Bam! Love it. It is just so much easier to VATS when you're throwing grenades and dynamite and stuff. And then just to say that, I hit the roof when I throw. Look at him run! How dare you! Ha! Yes! Resident Evil 2, and I know I'm at a point now where I've cleared the guys. There's one guy on the roller coaster I'll sort out. I need to head into the conveyance. Did I get an IML pistol? No, so I don't need that. Just a round for my Uzi. So I did Resident Evil 2 as Leon, and then the idea originally was to, anyone who doesn't know Resident Evil 2 or hasn't played through it, when you get, on the PlayStation 1, when you got the game, you got 2 discs. You got to play as Leon on disc A, and on disc B you got to play as Claire. Both the same game, just different characters, but the stories alter slightly. It's like Claire will get different guns to Leon. She will explore slightly different areas, and with Claire, you end up meeting Sherry, who is Willie Birkin's daughter, who is the main antagonist in the game, who we also put into Left 4 Dead, which is quite funny. Yeah, whereas with Leon, you meet Ada, and there's different characters and stuff with each, with the pair of them. Oh, that's much better. So, yeah, yeah. So the idea was I played through Leon A, and then I was supposed to do it. When you finish the game with Leon, you unlock Claire's B scenario, which is called, oh, he's right there. I need a shotgun. Which is when the game starts, you both end up in the car together. You try and drive away from a zombie driving a truck, or a man who becomes a zombie while he's driving the truck, and then he just goes insane in the truck. And then he crashes into you, and then you split up. You both jump out the side of the door, and then you end up separated. And then with the Leon A scenario, you do his path. And then when you get the Claire B scenario, or vice versa, if you did Claire A, you get Leon B. You then, when you finish the game as Leon A, you then get to play through Claire's B scenario, so you get to see it from both sides. And it's really, really clever, and I can see why everyone prefers Resident Evil 2 to all the others, because it is super clever, and I've got a post. It was well ahead of its time for it to do something like that. I want to get shotgun. I could have really done with keeping that rifle. This might work though. Boosh! Oh, I damaged him. Boosh! Yes! Never touch the lady. Oh yeah, I do more damage on you men. Disgusting men! So that was the idea. I was supposed to do Claire B. And then it didn't happen. I used emulator on the PC, and I had massive trouble with varmint rifle. I need that. No, he is the guy. I had massive trouble with the saving thing. I could never get the emulator to read. I could never get the PlayStation emulator itself to read a memory card, because there are certain files you can do, and then you get like a memory card thing. So I always just had to use there was a save state thing, like a save state function you could always use, and that worked up to a point. And then when I finished Leon, you then have to save the game, overwrite your save or whatever, and then it becomes Claire B. That's what it was, because to play Claire B, you've got to put in Leon's disc, load the Claire B save, and then it'll ask you to change the disc. I couldn't do that on the emulator, so that sort of ruined that thing. So because of that, I felt I should do Resident Evil 3 because I still wanted to play a Resident Evil game. So that's what happened. I ended up playing Resident Evil 3, and it got to a point where I thought I may as well just do the entire franchise. So I played through 3. That took a while. 3 is always my favourite. I probably said it about 50 times in the first video, the first Resident Evil 3 video. It always was my favourite. I love, even though I will, yeah, I need those. Even though I will argue the fact that I love Resident Evil more than Resident Evil 1, I love Resident Evil 1 more than Resident Evil 2, is because of the fact that it is set in a residence. And so is Resident Evil 2. I was supposed to say Resident Evil 3 rather than Resident Evil 2. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 and 2 are actually set in a residence. You know, Resident Evil 1's in the mansion, Resident Evil 2 in the police station. Resident Evil 3 is different because it's, unless you class the city itself as the residence, because you're sort of going around the city. So it's sort of not what it says it is. It's not a Resident Evil game itself, even though it was. I might be going off on a bit of a tangent here, but I'll always argue with things like that, but try to fix it. Repair 65. Science 55. Oh, bums. Examine the electronic. I feel these are. I thought if I had the parts I could just do it. There's an event model. Right. Okay. Well, I may as well just throw the parts I picked up thinking I could fix it.